Big Ten Media Days rolling along. The Dogs in Seattle are hungry, and this guy, well, he'll be counted on to lead a new-look Washington squad into year 2 under Jedd Fisch, posing with the Doak Walker Trophy. That's Jonah Coleman. We're going to be visiting with him in just a moment, but before we do, let's take a look at what's ahead for the Huskies in 2025. They open Big Ten play at home against the defending national champs. The road slate includes trips to Michigan, Wisconsin, UCLA, and of course the regular season finale, a Black Friday showdown with the defending Big Ten champs of Oregon. So a lot to happen between now and then, but Jonah Coleman, Ephesians column Ephie Prysock, and Damon Williams Jr. joining us on set as we take a closer look at the Washington Huskies. Gentlemen, I just must say, this set got a lot better looking. The 3 best dressed that I have seen so far. Did you guys plan this?
A little bit.
A little bit. You can be honest.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Just helping each other.
Did you go shopping together is the question?
Nah. I would say, like, he would call me, like, hey, what you think about this, Jonah? Or, like, should I wear this? Should I wear this? I'd be like, yeah, you good. Or, like, nah, I don't wear that. So it was kind of like we all communicated.
The chemistry and the communication is already clearly in full effect here in the offseason. Well, you guys look great. I was wondering how you were going to follow up last year because you were the best dressed in all of Big Ten Media Days last year, so it's good to see you back here. It's true. It's true. Yeah, we officially crowned you that last year.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Gentlemen, how's the Vegas experience been for you so far?
It's been good. Shoot. Walking the strip, it's been nice.
Any good meals?
Lolos.
Lolos.
For
Okay.
sure.
All right. I know there's a lot of good restaurants in Seattle too, so we'll get to some more fun stuff at the end. But let's talk some football. And Damon, I know that Washington Husky fans are thrilled to see what you are going to be able to do as you officially take over this offense. We got a glimpse of it last season, certainly in the bowl game. Does it feel different in the spring and this offseason knowing that it's your team?
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like there's just a lot less question marks, being able to lead better and be able to take full accountability in things. It means a lot more for the team.
What is it like when you got a guy like Jonah Coleman in the backfield?
It's great. It takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback, puts a lot of pressure on the defense, so that's great.
Speaking of putting pressure on the defense, Ephie, I'd love to ask you your perception of what the Washington offense looks like this year compared to maybe what year 1 was under Jedd.
It's looking good. Like Damon said, he's got a lot more experience and just no more questions. Just get things rolling now.
What do you think he uniquely brings to this group?
He can make every throw. He got wheels, so he can run, make a guy miss.
Jonah, I know that you and Jedd Fisch have a very special relationship. He was up there on the podium earlier talking about how he feels like you are part of the family. When you think about coming with him from Tucson and what he has meant to your life, how would you describe that relationship and how it's worked out?
It's just undescribable, things like that just, it takes a lot of time and a lot of, I guess, hardships you've been through, Everything is not, like, perfect and mapped out to how it seems, We've been through stuff together, We see things that, we can't really talk about. Ephie can probably speak on it, but situation like that definitely has brought us closer. And, but when he left, it was just no question. I committed when they were 1-11. There was no hope. It was just a vision and something that he's seen and a belief that he had. And I wanted to be a part of something special. And, that's what he kept talking to me about, like, you can be, like, part of the special class that changes Arizona, forever, or changes the culture here. And that's just something that I wanted to be a part of, and I see myself being a part of. So it was just, like, no question when he left. Again, it was obviously, like, rough because you're in a situation where you're comfortable and you can probably get a little complacent, like, living in your house. I just moved into a new house, so it was like, okay, like, I feel like I'm good. New house, we're going into a new year, like, I'm ready to go. And it just happened. And I mean, it's just life, you got to make decisions quick. You got to make some shake. So it was just like, I'm going with Coach Fisch, I'm going with Coach Graham, and he brought the staff there as well, strength staff, and he brought the family with him, and that's what it's about, is family. Family don't just, let family hang. And, like I said, I committed to him with 1-11, and why not commit to him when it's a better situation and better opportunity? And him explaining the reason and everything. I already knew the reason why, kind of everything happened. So it was, like I said, it was no question that I wasn't, like, not going. But, like I said, those hardships and everything that we've been through has only brought us closer. And just, and that's what it's been.
It does feel like when you go through hard things, that is when you come out hopefully better and closer, and that's kind of part of growth in life. Is there anything that you would add to that as someone who I know is close with Coach Fisch and followed him to Seattle?
Nah, shoot, Jonah hit on it all. He just battling through the ups and downs, and just knowing what you've been through with this coaching staff and these type of coaches. I mean, nah.
Damon, I'll ask you for your perspective, because Jedd Fisch is one of the few head coaches who still calls plays. A lot of head coaches that used to do that have handed off that duty. What is it about the way that his mind works? I mean, what have you learned about the game of football and how he sees it?
Yeah, it's super unique. I say not a lot of people see the game like he does. You know, especially his ability to just like scheme people up and having that as a head coach is super important, especially as a quarterback. You know, is being able to ask him about certain things and he'll know the answer to him right away.
Can you give me an example? I mean, is there something small that comes to mind of just something that you've picked up from him? I know there's countless things, but anything that comes to mind?
Really just like trying to help me read defenses and taking it like a step back, like even slowing it more down. Because I came into college, like I knew what defenses were, like I knew the coverages and stuff like that, but I didn't know the different ways you can get to them. And having him there to be able to take me through that, through all the systems he's seen through the NFL and in college, so.
You're a true dual threat guy, so I'm curious, what is more gratifying, when you break off a big run or when you complete like the perfect dime?
Definitely the perfect pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. I'm sure they both feel good, but I know Husky fans love all of them. And I think when you talk about Husky fans, one of the things that really has stood out to me from all the years that I've been able to be lucky enough to cover games in that stadium is that if you haven't been, it's hard to really describe to people what it's like. It's special. You have a special fan base, and it's one of the most. I mean, it is the greatest setting for a reason. What is it like to be able to play in front of that fan base in that facility?
It's amazing. I played against Washington at Washington, and I've obviously played as Washington, but it's just like a different life that they bring, that the fans bring. I feel like they're right there on the field with you. Like me just being an offensive player, like I stand up when the defense is on the field because the whole crowd is standing up. The whole crowd is like, it's like the crowd is out there with them. It's like 15 players. It feels like we have 15 players on the field and the crowd's involved. Like they can't really communicate. They can't hear each other. And that definitely showed a lot last season. We was at home and we got into those tight games. The fans definitely like played a big impact and role in why like some of the situations may occur like how they did. So just being able to have them there with us and the way they support us and the way they just ride with us is just something that all you can ask for at a college.
I will say, Jonah, I love watching you play. I love the way that you run. You run so hard. It's like a bowling ball going down a mountain. Like I feel like the way that you run is impressive. The stats that you've racked up are amazing. But the one that jumps off the page to me is that you've never fumbled in 451 career touches. Is that correct?
Yes.
I mean, that is unbelievable. Damon was just like, what?
It is crazy.
It is crazy. And so what, I mean, ball security is the thing. You can't score touchdowns if you don't have the ball. How?
It's just kind of like mentality and just like some way like you got to hold on to the ball. Like you have to hold on to the ball as a runner, no matter if you're a quarterback, receiver, or maybe if you pick it off. You still have to hold on to the ball, because change of possession can change a whole game. That one play can change a whole game, like losing the ball. You don't know what critical moment you may be in, and losing the ball is just a non-negotiable as a running back. And that's just something that my dad embraced me at a young age. I was 6 years old. He's teaching me how to switch the ball, going through, like, don't switch it through traffic. If you're running on the sideline on the left side, make sure you have the ball in your left hand. Switch it over. Just little things like that my dad taught me at a young age was definitely, that helps, I don't remember the last time I fumbled, honestly.
I mean, the stats would confirm that to be true. And you talk about your dad. I know you've said how important football has been for both of you. I think there are so many people who help you guys get to where you are. You could never do it on your own. So for each of you, who's someone that when you look back at to where you are standing right now, who jumps out as somebody who really helped you get here, Evie?
I say my father and all my whole family, really. My oldest brother, he battled through cancer when I was younger. He fought through that. Gladly, he's still here and alive, doing well, has his clothing brand. You see it's right here, Playmaker. So I rep that every time I wear my team. Anytime I wear his shirts, I represent him, his brand. And then my last name, Prysock, always represent that. So.
And you have a sister?
Yeah, twin sister.
And her name?
Success.
I mean, as far as the name categories, you guys are like on the all-name team. I
Yeah.
love that. What's she like?
She's great, man. She kind of growing up, she was like the opposite of me. I was always the quiet one, but now I kind of feel like we kind of flipped. Like she's the quiet one, I'm kind of like more outgoing a little bit, different things like that.
Who's that person for you, Mom, when you think about all the people that have helped you get here?
Yeah, I would say my dad and my mom. My mom really like the mentally side of things, you know, trying to, you know, understand my emotions, trying to keep everything in check. And my dad just like all football stuff. He played in college, so he kind of knew the way how to get there. You know, he went through a different path, but, you know, he helped me go through it all, like through high school, through the recruiting process, everything like that. And my quarterback coach, Mike Giovando, in Arizona, I've been training with him since I was in like the 4th grade. So he's believed in me and been able to coach me throughout everything.
It takes a village, there is no question. And last thing before we let you guys move on with your day, we're about to visit with Jedd Fisch. I'm curious, if he wasn't coaching football, what do you think he would be doing?
Playing tennis.
Playing tennis.
Playing tennis.
Playing
Yeah?
tennis.
Yeah.
He's a
Damon,
Or
you
golf.
got anything else?
He's
Or
a
golf.
Or pickleball.
Yeah.
A professional pickleball player?
I would say pickleball.
Okay,
Pickleball
we're
or
going to go with
tennis.
that.
You got to see it serve.
I have seen it, and he's a country club legend, I will say.
He's really good at tennis.
There's no doubt about it. You guys are awesome. You look fantastic. Best of luck this season, and we're looking forward to watching you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having
Thank you.
us.
Appreciate it.